Hello, my dear children. Children, before I start today's topic, I want to show you a few pictures. Just look at the picture and tell me, where is the child sitting? The child is sitting on the table, yes. Now look at the another picture and tell me, where is the child now? The child is now under the bed. Where is the child now? Now the child is between the two chairs. So children, these words on, under, between. What do these words show? These words show us the relationship, or you can say the position or place of the child with another word in a sentence, like the child is between the chairs. So here the word between show us the relationship between child and the chairs. So the words that show the relationship of a noun or pronoun with another word in a sentence are called prepositions. So today we are going to learn about prepositions. Let's read out the definition of preposition. Preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relationship to some other word in the sentence. There are so many examples of prepositions, and a few are to, with, against, by, from, at, for, across, in, and we are using all these prepositions mostly in our sentences. Let's take one example. A boy and an old lady are walking across the street between two rows of buildings. The old lady is walking with a brown stick. They are walking on the zebra stripes. Can you find out the prepositions in this? Let's read it out again and find out the prepositions. A boy and an old lady are walking across the street between two rows of buildings. So these prepositions across and between, they are showing the relationship of boy, old lady and street, or you can say the buildings. The old lady is walking with a brown stick. So here, which is the preposition? With. And this word with is showing the relation between old lady and brown stick. They are walking on the zebra stripes. Again, the word on is a preposition. Here is the list of commonly used preposition. About, above, according to, across, after, against, ahead of, along, amidst. There are so many prepositions which we are using in our English language. But children, you know the prepositions are mainly of three kinds. Simple prepositions like in, on, with, by, of, over. These are the simple prepositions. And second kind is compound prepositions. Compound prepositions are formed by modifying another words like above, about, across, along, among, around, before. All these are the examples of compound prepositions. And the third kind is phrase prepositions. And these phrase prepositions are formed by group of words. And these group of words are used to convey a single idea like agree with, agree to, tired of, I'm tired of working, wait for, different from, ashamed of. All these are the examples of phrase prepositions. Remember children, the use of prepositions is not determined by its kind, but by the relation that one wishes to present. The same preposition can be used to indicate different kinds of relations. So let's learn more about preposition in context of kinds of relations expressed by prepositions. So the first is preposition of time. The prepositions at, in, on, after, before, from, on, in, by, within, during, then, all these establish the relation of time. For example, he reached at 10:30 a.m. He will come on Friday. He shifted here in December. So all these prepositions like at, on, in, they establish the relation of time. So these are the examples of preposition of time. The next is prepositions of place. The prepositions on, from, for, upon, in, at, above, under, near, below, behind. These are the few examples that establish the relation of place or position. As you can see in the picture, the dog is behind the postman. Here the dog is in front of the man. Then the bone is between the two dogs. The dog is near the book. The dog is close to the book. So all these prepositions show the relation of the place or position. Now the next is prepositions of movement. The prepositions like through, along, across, into, out of, towards, onto, all these prepositions establish the relationship of movement. Like for example, the rabbit ran across the road. Or you can say the rabbit is running around the hut. The rabbit is coming out of the hat. So all these prepositions across, around, then out of all these prepositions, they establish the relationship of movement. The next is prepositions of direction. The prepositions like towards, from, to, after, down, etc., they establish the relation of direction. These prepositions show where something is going. So they are called the prepositions of direction. For example, the boys chased after each other. Here the word after shows the direction. Then the football rolled down the hill. Then a man was walking his dog along the river bank. The freeway goes right through the city. So these are the few examples which tell the prepositions of direction, which establish the relation of direction. Now the next is prepositions of agent or instrument. Children, you know these prepositions indicate that an action conducted on a noun is caused by another noun. So they are called the preposition of agent. Let's take these examples like Ramayana was written by Valmiki. She was hit by a car while she was going to school. She graduated with an honors degree. I opened my closest with a key. Then she came to the school by car. So all these prepositions, they indicate that an action is conducted on a noun is caused by another noun. So these are the prepositions which we use daily in English language. I hope you understood all these things properly. Thank you and have a nice day.